Hello and welcome everybody to the Fruitless Halloween special. Woo! I had some difficulty figuring out guests and stuff this month, and so we decided, we being me and Jackal here, to just kind of wing it. So the main discussion throughout the evening will just be horror stuff or whatever. I'll probably be less than sober as the night goes on. And I sent a call out to every person who is in the Discord server that we record this podcast in. I sent it at everyone, which I'm sure probably annoyed some people, so I'm sorry. And said you can join while we're chatting. So previous guests of the show are going to call in this episode and join us for a bit. So that's the plan. We'll see how many people actually do that. Although I'm acting a little falsely modest here because I know two people who we just forced to stay off the call for a second.
Josiah, you're revealing the inside baseball facts, man. You gotta keep that in.
Or excuse me. Well, now we're open up the doors. I'll send the message now, and we'll see who joins. I don't know who's gonna join. I don't think this is gonna work out. This idea, I think it's just gonna be Jackal and I all night.
Your two hosts for Coast to Coast Fruitless AM.
Coast to Coast Fruitless AM. Also, these motherfuckers.
All right, too, but you didn't like notify them directly. Like they're not gonna hover over the chat window.
Well, you never know.
What kind of weirdo stalks the chat just waiting to see?
You never know.
They're gonna say my name. They're gonna say my name. They're gonna say something. They're gonna say my name.
That's what they're all doing. But yeah, this has been a crazy month. Here we go. The first completely impromptu call in. Jake the lawyer, who had his Fruitless debut this month. Actually,
I'm so back.
He's so back.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk about the 3 horror movies that I've seen.
Jake the lawyer is also a horror expert.
Yes.
In addition to being a well-known legal mind, he's also a horror fanatic.
That's right. The law of horror is actually his magnum opus.
The greatest horror movie of all time.
Yep.
Being a bankruptcy lawyer.
Well, what we said on the episode that Jackal was on, that's going to be on the main feed, is that we were gonna ask what the best found footage movie was. That's how we'll start, but I mean that's not where we're gonna stay, because that's what we were kind of chatting about on that episode. So that's the icebreaker. So we'll see if one of the 3 horror movies Jake has seen has been a found footage movie.
Yes, well, I'm curious to see what the 3 are, because I don't think I've ever heard Jake say any of these 3 movies before.
Oh, I mean, it's just the 3 that I talk about, which is I'm totally. Well, first of all, The Last Exorcism.
Of course.
Wait, it's actually 4.
Yeah,
it's actually 4.
No, that's right.
Okay.
Because Jake was saying this in the Mammoth Discord. He forgot he'd seen The Last Exorcism until listening to the episode with Josh.
And I think I forgot on purpose. I literally, at the end of the movie, I was like, wow.
You did not share our appreciation of it.
No, and maybe if I went back,
I disagree.
I had
with this
horrible taste,
Jake.
Back in the day, I had horrible taste in movies. Yeah. So
we'll say
if maybe if I went back, I would appreciate it more. But so The Last Exorcism. The other horror movies I've seen include Insidious.
Okay.
Remember that? Yeah, the first one.
That one.
I haven't seen any of the sequels. I actually thought Insidious, the first one, was really good. I don't know what
I would agree. Yeah.
Are on it.
I was okay on it. I'd say I was okay. I thought it was okay. But Jackal likes it, right? Is that what you said?
I do. Yeah. I'm in the same boat where I've only seen the first one. I haven't gotten around to seeing the other ones, but I really liked the first one.
I've heard good things about the sequels, so I also think I should revisit Insidious because I don't know.
It's
I don't
one
know
of
if I
the,
stand by my high school take on it.
We'll probably talk about it later, but Insidious was one of the main movies that was responsible for bringing... Oh, wait, we have another caller.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we didn't know this one would join also. It's Phil Cozy of Mammonburg fame.
The only podcast that allows 2 callers in at the same time.
That's the beauty of Coast to Coast Fruitless AM. Am I right, folks?
Exactly.
Certain
hack frauds.
It's like
certain hacks can only afford to have 1 caller at a time, but Coast to Coast Fruitless, we get 2. We get 2.
Spares no expense.
Phil, your audio is not coming through at all.
We cannot hear you. I'm very sorry.
He's been talking this whole time. While he's figuring his audio out, Jake, what's the next horror movie?
Okay, we're adding another one to the list that I just remembered. Speaking of found footage, Paranormal Activity.
Okay, yeah.
It was a phenomenon.
So you have seen at least 2 found footage movies. There we go. Yes, we have enough to discuss this.
I'm doing great. I as we said, I'm an expert in found footage.
That's right. Yep, that's right.
The Witch I've seen.
The Witch. Oh yeah.
Which is probably my favorite horror movie.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
It's
indeed.
Wow, they're flowing out of me now. All the repressed, scary stuff that I've seen in my life. Midsommar, obviously, Hereditary. Okay. You got to see the big 3. You got to see all the A24 aesthetic horror.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, found footage is like not really my cup of tea, as you can see from my reaction to The Last Exorcism.
Yeah.
I definitely. But here's a hot take: best found footage horror movie, Cloverfield.
Okay. I don't agree with that, but I like it. I like that you're giving that take.
I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't actually think it's the best movie or a good movie, but I thought I'd throw that.
Well, all right, we got perfect. Audio working on this bad boy,
and just in time. Hello, Phil. Welcome aboard. We are asking, what's the best found footage movie?
And why is it Cloverfield?
This was a preview for a Patreon-only episode. So check out the show notes if you want to hear more.